Welcome, Discipline Trader Academy, folks. I am so excited. This is Felix Garcia. We have so much great news to report. We got a lot of news being built up from the stock market. We are in full gear into election season. There's a lot happening, and with the election just a week away, we are having some market news. Generally, during this time, you don't have a lot of market news because trying to stay stable, but you have to be realistic. You have one party that wants to stabilize the economy, and the other one is looking for chaos, so a way for to gather votes. So there are many things that are happening here, but we're excited. We look at one of the first players has been Google. Alphabet has been reporting great earnings. They reported a profit of $2.12 versus the $1.85 that they were expecting per share, which is a great thing. Which is now we can know that the most of their revenue was boosted by the cloud revenue, and we know that this is going to be a big revenue stream. Cloud is the future. This is where everyone must understand that cloud is the future, and for right now, Alphabet is a leader in that. Not only that, their search engines are top notch, and right now they don't really have competition on that. We see like Chipotle, their shares fall. Same store sales growth disappoints. You have a lot of stuff like that. We see Reddit, man, shares soar 16% on beat of earnings. What their stock is right now. Let's look at it. After hours is pushing up to $14.26. These are pretty good little companies like this that you can invest in the long term, and really some good, clean uh, companies out there. I'm really looking for AMD and just kind of see if they report while we're live on the air. But the stock market really has had a really just a really not a very interesting day. We got the Dow Jones, a lot of the 30 caps really got hammered today. S&P was a formidable up 9 points. Nasdaq just driving the market. As long as the Magnificent Seven is still in play and in charge, I mean, they're going to be driving up the market. So that's where you see the move in the Nasdaq. One of the things we're looking at there, but we're looking at just movement in the market. For those of you that like trading the Russell 2000, I love doing credit spreads on the Russell 2000, but it has been a stock that has really taken off in certain spurts, especially when you see a lot of the money movement and a lot of transition into a lot of safer type of investments, because it seemed like the money was rolling out from tech and into the mid cap companies. So you're seeing a lot of that, but the Russell 2000 still is a force to be reckoned with, is a stabilization company for as far as mid cap companies. One of the things that you want to look at is a company like a Russell 2000. Take a look at the stocks that it holds, and you start seeing where a lot of smaller companies that you see in America that you would wonder, are these publicly traded companies, usually reside in that vicinity of the stock market. So we're looking at here. I'm trying to see if any more news uh, for AMD, if anything has come out yet. But I know it's kind of news that we're really waiting for in the stock market. What stocks are you? What are you guys feeling for the election season? I don't know if you how you feel, but one of the things as a stock trader that no matter what's coming, who's in power, you can still make money in the stock market. A lot of it's depending on who's in leadership. Is It's dependent on how you trade. Start seeing that a lot of the defensive plays are really ones that preserve your portfolio, and we start looking at different ways in swing trading to combat a lot of these violent moves in the stock market. With all the uncertainty that's happening in the in the world as a whole, it's behooves you to be very proactive in protecting your investments. That's why you have strategies like shorting, or you have hedging strategies like playing the options where you're using puts. It could help hedge on your portfolio. Or if you're the type of trader that just likes trading one specific company, you can implement what's called a collar. A collar is kind of one of those moves that is like a hedge over if you own like just Tesla stock. Let's say that for an example, because somebody here likes Tesla. Somebody here likes Tesla. It's just basically a way on how to hedge just for just in case. If you invest in a company like Tesla, you'll start seeing that the moves are very violent. In just a 2 day period, we moved by $40. So think of it if that went the other way in the downswing. Um, why not hedge or protect yourself versus those moves? One of the things we look at is, really where there's not, you try to look for ways on how to make money in the stock market, but you also have to learn that it's a timing type of thing. What do you mean a timing thing? Have you guys ever, if you've ever grown up, if you ever played double dutch, you start seeing that people, when they're about to go into double dutch motion, it's almost like a jerk reaction. Like it's almost like you're getting in position, and when the time is right is when you step into the ropes, and then move, you develop those skill sets and you jump. So stock trading is a lot like that. It's, think of it as it presents an opportunity for you to trade. And later on tonight we're going to be having a host of webinar where we're going to be talking about supply and demand zones, or support and resistance, which is, we started looking at trading is really fun. And trading, as small traders like us, we are very insignificant. One, two, three, four, maybe even 100 people cannot move the market. So you start looking at what gives us clues, and what we use for clues are institutional buyers, such as hedge funds, 401k companies, pension plans. Those are what we call institutional buyers, and a lot of them lead the way. And you start seeing that they give us clues of what's the next step. A stock like AMD would be one that I would be thinking, if it stays above the 80 mark, it could be a place where it could really land. Now, if you look at a company like Tesla, which is very, very uh, it's kind of broad in his move. And I'm looking over here for Tesla. And you start looking at Tesla. Tesla is kind of one of those stocks that it's a play that it's you're investing in a person. Elon Musk, for some of us, we believe that he's the Tom Edison of our day. So you start looking at is, what are they thinking? What are they, where they're moving to, or where's the economy moving? And a lot of economy, it leads to where the stocks will go to. We're moving into automation. Uh, I believe Elon Musk is the father of autonomy, where just autonomous vehicles, where he's just really going to be propel that industry. I invest in Tesla because of what I see in the future. You, as an investor, you want to invest in stocks where you can see, like, what is the growth in 3 to 5 years. So if I'm purchasing a stock like Tesla today, it's at a 259. Where's that stock going to be in 5 years? Is it going to be at 1,000? Is it going to be at 1,500? Is it going to be at 3,000? You start investing in that, and it starts putting on ways that you're buying stock at a discount. Now we're looking at Tesla right now. Tesla's at a great place. If it stays above this line, just like AMD, if it stays above 180, if Tesla stays above this 259, it'll create a stair step into the next direction. That's what we look at, one of those things uh, in real estate, in stock investing, where you start looking at what are those clues, and you start looking at institutional buyers. And once we start looking at graphs and stuff like that, as you see other videos that we have, there's many clues that you can do. You can add to your portfolio investing, especially if you're a visual learner. So I look forward to seeing you guys later on in a video. We're going to be posting something later on tonight. But as for all traders, we are looking at some great news. After hours, we see Tesla as not doing too well. Let's see what other markets haven't heard anything. Snap shares jumped 10% on profit beat. Snapchat is one of those things that really Instagram ate its lunch. I'm surprised they're still around. But it's one of those investments that it's kind of I don't know how long they're going to be around, but that's pretty good stuff here. Look forward to like seeing what happens in the market. I'm still waiting for the news on AMD. Haven't come out yet, but I'm looking forward to that. So I hope you guys are doing phenomenal on this Tuesday. We're gonna get ready for a great week and seeing where this market takes us. Are we going to go up, or are we going to just pivot and just take a small break and go down for a little bit? Time will only tell. But the election season is the one that's going to be the driver. There are many people that are betting on it. You see, Robinhood's already has pretty much their little side bets on who's going to win. But there's really five candidates. It's not just two. You got some independents there, but do your due diligence and your duty as your civic duty and to vote, because I've already done it. I didn't want to wait till Tuesday, and I already know who I was going to vote for, and nobody was going to change my mind. And I hope you do too. So, look forward to you. Remember, again, this is Felix from Disciplined Traders Academy. We look forward to just creating a community and family with you guys. So, look forward to you guys. Talk to you guys later.